check. I've got on this white jumper today from Old Navy. Very comfortable, fashionable. And then I've got on shoes from Hubby, much better for walking instead of the flats that I had on yesterday. So here we go. It's a new day. I've got a 13-minute walk. We're on the way. A radio advertisement. Peep that. We got Michael Whitney. I don't know who the guy in the middle is, but. So I came all the way over here, but they're closed on Wednesday. So that red is Tuesday today. They're closed. I wanted Indonesian food, so I'm gonna find a different place to go to now. It wasn't updated on Google. It said they opened at noon, so we'll find something else. This part is like the doorways underneath, and like the stoop kind of reminds me of like New York-ish, but it's pretty cool. This one is the one that I'm going to today. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out.
Enjoy.
Mooi zo.
Goedemiddag. Middag.
Varen? Ja, we zijn het goed. Ja, we zijn wel omgekomen. Ja. Met veel varen. Gaan we alsnog naar het concert.
In 1504, as it's noted on top of the frame. And we have a panoramic view of a city. And we do think it's the city of Alkmaar, a city up north in the Catholics. And the Catholics have adorned their churches with all those paintings, while the Protestants came or eat a hamburger, but he's always back in time to replace it. So, a Dutch guy, Maarten Vaarts, and if you're flying from Schiphol Airport, you should ask someone, because he created another version of the clock for Schiphol Airport. Very funny. And he is, well, I think he's more kind of a designer, because he creates as well furniture, he creates cutlery, for example. Very funny guy. Okay, yeah, a small introduction to these people that we are looking at.
어디 있어? 구경하고 있어?
Museum, and around the corner it's all about the sculptures. Over there we will go that direction to the Gallery of Art, showing the art of the 17th century. But first let me show you something which how the museum looked like.
a lot of time has passed. I got settled back in at my hotel room and talked to everybody back home. And so that was quite some hours spent talking, but I needed to talk to them and catch up with them. So the museum was absolutely fantastic. I learned a lot of things that I didn't know about Dutch history, and just taking in the beautiful artwork, how talented people can be in painting, making everything look so realistic and three-dimensional, and just the freedom of expression, things that people put into paintings that are just so near and dear to them that we don't really always notice. All of that was very good. I did a guided tour. The tour guide's name was David. He did a fantastic job explaining everything. Took us to see some great things. I enjoyed that. I also did that when I went to go to the Louvre. This museum, the Rijksmuseum, is very big too. A little bit different though, because all of these things focus on Dutch painters, Dutch history, and all of that. The Louvre is different because the Louvre has artwork from all over the world. It has stuff from Egypt and everywhere, Greek, Roman. So that is a distinction. Also, the Louvre used to be a castle. This museum was built, but it had a lot of history. Van Gogh even came there himself in the 1800s. So there's a lot of history behind it. And as I'm showing some of the stuff on screen, I'll tell you guys about what I learned there. But it's been such a good day. I always enjoy learning and just taking in things and learning about other people's culture. Something that he taught us on the tour was they've always been a republic. I didn't know that. So that was interesting. Of course, he said that they did have people who were wealthy and kind of, helped control or, the flow of things. But they've always been a republic. They were very big in trade. I learned while I was going through the museum that they also used to make a lot of weaponry, and they would supply that weaponry to other countries. And so they were big in producing and trading weaponry. So that was very interesting as well. So I got to try that Indonesian food. I will rate that food about a 7 out of 10 where I went. It was good. The beef that they served tasted very similar to what my husband makes at home. It was good. It was tasty. The service was very good. They were very nice. So everything was good there. I did a lot of walking earlier. It's been a very good day. Learned a lot, enjoyed art. I always enjoy art. So tomorrow I'm looking forward to seeing what else I can get into. I have not planned anything for tomorrow. Just kind of going with the flow tomorrow. I don't have anything on my agenda. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I just woke up. It's like 6 something in the morning and it's raining outside here.
Oh, udah naksana. So here you can see the first houseboat, left hand side. If you wave and they wave back, they are tourists. If they wave back with one finger, they are locals.
Hey Dad, are you?
If they jump and wave, they are Americans. That's why we're gonna say that the houses are the Marshalls. No, there is no. So this is the Amsterdam River, where Amsterdam took the name from. And right now over there, we're gonna pass from the skinny bridge. The legend says that if you kiss your loved one under the bridge, your love will last forever.
We're gonna do it.
Now forever is a long time, so think about it. More rosé or not? You switch to cola. And we do also have this bridge. You can see that this bridge and the one we passed, they're kind of the same. But if you kiss under this bridge, your love will last for 24 hours. This bridge, we call it the Tinder Grinder Bridge.
Alright guys, I just got back to my hotel room. So, a recap of the day. I woke up at 11, woke up very late. I had to stay up late working on paper last night for homework. it's gonna be a big celebration when I graduate because it's been so much unnecessary work. You know what I mean? So, got done with my little work around 2 a.m., went to sleep, woke up around 11, got myself ready. 12, I'm out the door. Today was actually my birthday, so I wanted to start it off by trying Dutch apple pie. So I found like this little cafe a little bit closer to city center, farther away enough for me to have to take the tram. So I took the tram. I even went like underway on the subway to transfer, took the bus, got to my destination, was in city center with all of so many people out there, like so many tourists and things. Got to this cute little quaint coffee shop. It was very nice, great service. The Dutch apple pie was very good, very different from American apple pie. So American apple pie is very goopy, if I can say. It has like this thick syrupy essence to it that's surrounding the apples. The apples are like little slices, and then it has a crust on top and the bottom. Dutch apple pie is very different because it has a crust on the bottom, and then it has sliced apples, and you can see all the layers in it. Tastes very fresh. It doesn't have that thick syrup to it like American apple pie. It tastes very much so like fresh cloves, nutmeg. You can taste the spices in it. You can taste the fresh apple. It's like overwhelming, very thin crust. And then they can put like the cream on the side, like the whipped cream. Very refreshing, very tasty. It doesn't taste like it has as much sugar as American apple pie. Very good. Then I got like this little drink with it. Was a ginger tea in a glass with lots of mint. Very fresh, again, very refreshing. I enjoyed it. So from there, there was a lot of shops around. So I ended up going to H&M to get a couple outfits, spent some time there to try on some clothes, came away with a couple things. And after that, I went to lunch. Wanted to try traditional Dutch food, authentic Dutch food. So I went and got some of that. That was good. Again, great service. Good food. The food that I had was like potato mixed with vegetables and a big meatball on top with veal gravy. If I could compare it to anything that I've tasted before, it reminded me of shepherd's pie, but just in a different form. Very hearty, very filling. I could not finish the whole dish, but it was good and I enjoyed it. So that was lunch. And then I went after lunch. I spent some time by the canals just waiting and relaxing for a boat cruise. This evening, I just came back from a boat cruise. It was a wine and cheese cruise. We had some Gouda, but the guy who did the tour informed us that they pronounce it Huda instead of Gouda. So that was interesting, very tasty. They gave us 2 types of cheese. One was an aged cheese, and then one was aged Gouda, and then one was a newer Gouda. They were both good, and then they gave us like mustard to dip the cheese into, which I never tried before, but it was not bad. Like a lot of things that I've been trying here, I'm finding out it's new, but new doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. So I tried that, very tasty. The tour guide was very informative, very funny. He cracked like jokes constantly. I will leave the name of the tour company down below on the screen so that if you guys are going to travel to Amsterdam, you can possibly book with them. I had a great experience with them. He told us a little bit about the area. One of the things that he mentioned on the tour is I always wondered why the houses were so narrow. And if you ever go inside the houses or buildings, you'll find that the stairs are also very narrow. The stairs. The stairs are literally like a death trap. Like every time I go down the stairs or up the stairs, I'm literally clutching on to the railings for dear life. I do not want to flip down the stairs. But the houses, he told us, are very narrow because a while back, if you had the narrower your house was, the less property tax you had to pay, which was interesting. And then he told us we passed by some houses that were wider, and he told us that the houses are wider in this area because the people that lived in that area were more wealthy and they could afford the taxes. So that was quite interesting. Yes, I learned quite a bit about a little bit more. Every time I go and do these tours, I learn a little bit and a little bit more about Amsterdam, which is very good, and I'm enjoying learning. I always love learning. So that was my day. I had a great day. I enjoyed it. I wanted to do a little bit more, but we have another day. So there's always tomorrow, and we'll see what we can get into tomorrow.